Alright, so today I'm gonna be working on my 2013 ZX6R that the motor blew up on. We got a new motor for it, so I gotta put the head on it. This head is ported. So I gotta put that on. Just got a new head gasket for it because the old one was blown. And yeah, so I figured, I always say I'm gonna make mechanic videos, but never actually do it because A, I don't have a great way to film this, so this is gonna look like shit, and you're probably not gonna be able to see anything. But we're gonna try, and that's what counts. So to start, I guess the head, you slap the head on the motor, and see how that goes. But new head gasket. I'm reusing the old studs. You're supposed to replace the washers. You fuck that. I'm not. We're going for functionality, not professionalism. Okay. I doubt the washers on the head bolts are really gonna cause an issue. And if they do, guess what? We're tearing it apart again. It is what it is. I'll hate my life then. I won't hate it now though. So, yeah, let's get started. I work on the floor in my garage. That's a mess. So, we'll see how this goes. All right. Well, this is the only place I could find that like you could see L motor and I could prop up my phone and it'd be sideways. So, yeah, we're gonna go with this. So, this part isn't very hard. You just take the head and you put it onto the bottom end. Lines up all nice like. And you really shouldn't have to force anything. It should just kind of go on pretty nice like. Just like that. You might have some gappage, it's fine. Just kind of slap her around and she'll see. So I did organize my head bolts before, on disassembly. So I know which one came out of where. But you are supposed to put some oil on them. And I don't have a good way to do this. So we're gonna take a glove. And I'm gonna pour some oil into the glove. And then we're just kinda gonna, so I labeled intake and exhaust side. So I know that this one came out of my intake. We're just gonna kinda dip it in our oil glove. Get some oil on it and then pop her in. And we're gonna do this for all of them. I'll probably speed up the video or something. Oh wait, this is intake. Oops. Yeah, make sure you're paying attention to what the fuck you're doing. It kind of matters. Okay, so now that they're all oiled, they're all in. I have these little guys. I'm not too worried about these. Just get the outside right here. And there we go. Okay, now, before I torque anything down, I don't 100% remember on disassembly, I want to put my cam chain guides back in. Because I don't remember if I can get those back in with the head on. So we're gonna just do a quick sanity check. There it is. And all these cam chain guides are plastic pieces of plastic that have rails on them that the chain is supposed to ride on. Which I think is kind of stupid. I don't understand why you don't use something a little better. But these have no damage on them, and they're not that much of a pain in the ass to pull if you're this far into the motor. So, if you see damage or wear on them, I'd say replace them just to be safe. or else your tensioner might go out, or I doubt you'll stretch a chain, but it's a possibility. Okay, so now we are ready for torquing down the head bolts. According to the manual, you know, there's a procedure to tighten down the bolts, and it wants you to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and it has you go, I think, 3 rounds, one at 15 foot-pounds, the second at 30 foot-pounds, and then the third at the torque spec, which I believe was 72, or no, it was 23 foot-pounds. So it went, no, I gotta look again at the torque spec, but right now I'm just gonna tighten them by hand, get them snug, and then we'll start torquing down the head. With this, you want to kind of make sure that you're paying attention. You don't got anything, like your pocket isn't like cattywampus or anything. You're seating properly. You also want to make sure you don't really have any debris in the head or anything like that. And this is the time to get it out if you do see it, because it's now or never. Once you put, you know, kind of put everything back together, you're not really wanting to tear back into this thing because you forgot to clean some shmoo out, you know. So just make sure everything's kind of nice and clean in there. So I was slightly mistaken. There's only 2 passes of tightening, and the first pass is, it gives you a couple options of the measurements you can use. I'm just gonna go by foot-pounds. It's easier for me, at least. The first pass, you want to torque everything to 11 foot-pounds, and then the second pass, you want to torque everything to the torque spec, which is 24 foot-pounds. Using the same tightening sequence as you did before, you're probably going to have to hug the motor a little bit. Turn on the torque wrench. We're on inch-pounds right now. Foot-pounds, we want to be at 11 foot-pounds. Start with the center. That was fast. Alright, so now we're going to go for the second pass, and which is 24 foot-pounds, so we're just going to 24, and the same procedure as last time, just a little tighter. And just one thing, you want to go slow when you do this, because if you like ream it, okay, yeah, if I go fast, oh, I just hit. But if I go slow, you can see I'm still turning. I'm at 22, 23. That's where I hit 24, right there. Now we're at 24. So you really want to take your time when doing this and just make sure everything's torqued to spec, and because this is what, you know, holds your motor together. If these come apart, you're done for, pretty much. So I'm going to go over this. I got these last two to do, and then I'm going to double check everything, make sure it's all at 24, and then that's how you're pretty much done with installing the head. Obviously you have to time it and, you know, the top end stuff, but for head installation, that's pretty much it. It's done. It's, you know, a 15-minute job if you really think about it. It's not that hard. There's nothing too complex about it. It's a gasket, tightening some bolts, and a tightening procedure. And that's about it. Nothing crazy. I really think anybody could do this kind of work. Yeah, you need some of the tooling and definitely some patience, but, you know, there's nothing complicated about it. Alright, and we're done. That's how you torque and install a head on a 2013 ZX6R.
Alright, well, I hope this wasn't too all over the place. I'm not the best at making videos like this, and I don't have a setup for it. It is me in a garage with tools, so it's not ideal, but, you know, we'll make it happen. And if you guys enjoyed this and want to see more, or want me to try to get more close-up stuff of you know, what I'm doing and all that, let me know. I'm probably gonna make a part 2 for the top end, doing timing cams, and then I'll probably do a part 3 installing it back in the bike, and then, you know, fairings and all that, and then maybe a part 4 test ride, see if everything's good, do some rips on it. I think that's a plan. So alrighty, I hope y'all enjoyed my stupidity and the fuckery that goes on here. If y'all are interested also, you know, that's my car. It's an 09 Mustang GT, and I also have this BMW E30. I have 01 ZX6R, blown motor, needs new motor, crank bearings went bad, it squeaks and it seized. And then that is a 97 ZX6R, which the motor is sitting right here. That is my next project after this whole toboggan's over with. So yeah, there's more to come. It's just I'm a busy dude, so things take time. But yeah.